Hi everyone, welcome back to A Reason to Talk. My name's Max, that is Alci, and we are
Hello, my name is
tired.
Alci. Yes, we are tired because Max, after stressing the extreme importance of scheduling to record once a week at the same time on the same day, says, "Oh yeah, can we not do Saturday this day?" So it's Thursday.
Ah man, I love being slandered. It's fun. For the actual events of what happened are, Alci says, "Hey, we need to do this. We need to set a schedule. We need to."
No, but you made it so important. You were
Then
like, "I'm gonna set up a
sleeps through
calendar
2
invite.
days.
I'm gonna set up a calendar invite and
Bro,
invite
you
you
slept
for it."
through it.
No, that was the day after. You already rescheduled it, so I wasn't prepared to do it that day
Why did I cancel on Saturday?
because you weren't feeling well.
That was definitely not the reason. Ooh,
That
let me
was.
think.
It literally said you literally said it was because you were feeling sick.
Um, Trash Tom Cruise.
Yeah, no, you were feeling sick, dude. You were feeling sick.
Asking about Puerto Rico. I'm looking for this. I don't think
Man, Max
that's
is
true.
looking through his text right now because this is very, very entertaining.
I don't know. They're pretty funny. Also, that's funny because Drunk Alci is like the Goblin Mask.
Yeah.
I mean, they arguing about Daredevil. Interesting.
I have another comparison to a movie you haven't fucking seen. So,
Okay.
it's so fun having so many funny references that I could say on a podcast, but not being able to say them because my co-host hasn't seen anything. It's really. Sorry, I'm being mean. I think I'm mean because I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'll lighten it up. I love you, Max. What's going on with you?
I just watched the newest episode of Invincible. The last 2 episodes, I would argue they have been misses.
Oh, it's not good?
Okay.
Well, okay, is it not good or is it just not as good as it usually is?
Not as good as it usually is. They're slower. I would argue the plot points feel a little dumber and a little more trying to be more like a real TV show, but failing to do so. Yeah, I would not call them good. That's not true. I would call them good. I would not call them comparable. I'm gonna do something you're gonna hate.
Oh, you're gonna adjust your camera, right? We just started recording. We just started recording, and also just before recording, I say, "Hey, can you not adjust your episode 3 times every adjust your camera 3 times every single episode?"
This time it'll be easy because shut up.
Because Max loves to do that, audio listeners. He loves just looking at his camera going, and because he's spending the whole time on this call looking at himself. That's what he's doing. He's not looking at me talking to him.
I literally have my show self view hidden and OBS hidden.
Okay, well, I don't look at myself even when I don't do that, but just in case, because I noticed that's what you do, I have my OBS thing, which only shows your face because on my computer I'm recording your screen, covering my camera. Yep.
We're gonna need a cut for a second because someone's internet's disconnecting.
Okay.
Sorry, reasoners. I'm back.
Yeah. So what did you do to check? How does one check?
The Ethernet pops out, and then I pushed it back in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. You should watch Community. Even though.
The cool thing is,
even though what I was doing was more Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, well, and that was me and my ex-girlfriend.
No, there's also a cool thing. There's also a cool thing in Community. There's also a cool thing in Community.
I don't think that's true. There's no way. It's just it's a very unique thing. I don't think you get it.
Yeah, only one show says that word.
Dude, okay, my film list is getting way too long. You showed yours. I think they're actually similar in length now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I add like a few things a day to my list because I remember all these things.
Me too. I'm gonna see the most recent thing
before my list was in my head, and now I use the Letterboxd watch list function. And
you yet to watch anything. I started Arcane last night.
You did? I've seen the first 4 episodes of Arcane.
You've seen more of it than I have. I saw the first episode, most of it.
What did you think?
And I thought it was really good. And I understand why people like it now, kind of.
Here are my thoughts on the first, from what I've seen. I haven't, so I can't. From what I saw, it wasn't like the greatest written necessarily. Like, it was good, it wasn't bad, but I didn't see the big deal in terms of the writing, but it was done extremely well.
That's,
you know?
yeah, something that, okay, they can really make up a lot with good art style and good music.
Yeah, but here's also what I'll say. The fourth episode was the best episode I'd seen, and the person who recommended it to me said that that's basically when it starts to get really, really good. So I haven't kept watching it because I started watching it with other people, and I haven't been with those people, but I should just probably keep watching it on my own. But, so, the fourth episode was pretty good. I like it when stuff that looks like or typically is made for children gets really political and has long courtroom scenes. I really like that. You might not.
I'm thinking of
I don't mean
I'm
political like
Daredevil.
political commentary. I mean political like literal politics within the show.
Again, I'm thinking of Daredevil when you say that. And you also didn't like Dune 2 enough to believe that.
I didn't like Dune 2. What do you mean? There's like
Dune
two
2
of
is
those scenes in
space
Dune 2.
politics. What are you talking about?
Well,
The entire
no,
thing
but
is space politics.
There's yeah, but like when I'm thinking space politics, there are things that are more politics than
Andor is.
Yeah, Andor has more politics than Dune, I'd say. And I love the long dialogue scenes in Andor. They're so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of our over-reliance on dialogue.
Oh my god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god.
No, it's too early, it's too early.
No, it's not. Okay, so basically,
the
one of the executive producers of Daredevil Born Again, right when I was about to start feeling hope again for this show, said, "We're going in this show we've avoided the original show's over-reliance on dialogue." What the actual over-reliance, as if that wasn't an active choice that the series made.
It's also just
like,
so instead we are switching it with more bad fight scenes.
Yeah, no, well, it's here's the thing. That's a lot of their advertisement, which this is a good thing. It is a good thing, but it's like, it feels like the reason they're advertising it is because it's their only good thing, which is the fact that they're going R-rated, you know? So all of the advertisements seem like, it's literally, I saw a thing that was just a compilation of, it's dark, gritty, and the action is grounded, and then it'll show a bunch of cuts. Look at this review, just as dark as the original Netflix show, if not darker, you know? Cool, very cool. That can't be the only thing you have going for you, and it seems like that's the only thing they're advertising.
No, what you don't understand is that Deadpool's the greatest movie ever because it's dark, dude.
Deadpool's gritty, but I wouldn't call it dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not at all. Like, I would argue Click is darker than Deadpool. I'm not joking. I am not joking in the slightest.
I know, you've talked about Click quite a bit on the podcast.
It's a good movie, dude. It's a good fucking movie. Oh, God, this week has been terrible.
Okay, well, but actually shut up, because anyway, other Daredevil news. They are making... Don't take your headphones off. Don't you dare take your headphones off.
No, keep going. Keep talking about Daredevil.
No. You put your headphones back on. You put your headphones back on. Fine. I'm just gonna.
Why do I have Peanut Butter Falcon in my watch list?
It's a good movie.
It's an amazing movie.
I like Peanut Butter Falcon's a pretty good movie. I liked it a lot. It's sweet, and it's one of those little movies, and I love those little movies. Anyway, so they're making. Do you know what a Marvel Studios special presentation is?
Kind of. It's like the behind the scenes thing, or it's
no, not at all.
It's either that or it's a one shot.
Yeah. So Werewolf by Night was a Marvel Studios
I don't know
special
what
presentation. It's a like 40 to 60 minute movie essentially that was just released on Disney Plus, and it's Marvel, and it was made after when they were doing the Disney Plus thing, and they are making a special presentation about the Punisher, and it's being co-written by Jon Bernthal. So he's actually helping to write it, which excites me. But here's the thing, I'm actually much more hopeful for this than I am about Daredevil Born Again. Hear me out. Werewolf by Night is the best thing Marvel made post-Endgame. Because it was that smaller special presentation, it was allowed to actually have its own style. And it was actually directed by Michael Giacchino, who is a composer.
Yeah, he did the score for Batman, right?
Yeah, he did the Batman. He's done pretty much like every Pixar movie. He's got some really good...
Yeah, dude. Okay, I have a related story, but go on.
Yeah, but he's done all those things, and he directed Werewolf by Night. It's, for Marvel, especially modern Marvel, it was very good. I was very pleasantly surprised by Werewolf by Night.
Again, I don't
recommend
know.
it.
I can't scale things like that when
So,
I spent the week reviewing and taking notes on Fargo season 1, episode 1.
Did you finish episode 1?
Not even close. I haven't watched a single bit more of it. I've been very busy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I have been. I have been extremely busy.
But wait, so what's the purpose of taking notes on this in particular? Like, why this in
on
particular?
Fargo?
Are you taking...
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay. You know why? I
No,
have to
well,
write. I have to
yeah.
write something for this class. It is due tomorrow at
His
midnight.
comedy writing class.
My comedy writing class. And it is, so we were given a prompt, and that prompt was to write a 500-word narrative, third person, that has a central theme of gender and sexuality, that covers a bit of melancholy, and uses some element of consistent and important symbolism.
Yes.
I decide, and it has to be funny.
Well, one would think.
I've decided to do a spoof of Breaking Bad that is
So you don't even
instead of trading drugs, they're trading other drugs, and those drugs being testosterone and estrogen.
because
What
it
makes
has
this
to be
extra
commentary,
fun.
Yeah. And there's
I
also
haven't seen
RoboCop.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you haven't
also
seen Breaking
RoboCop.
Bad, and it's
I have
also
seen RoboCop though.
RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop. It's just, and you know what? It's kind of a shitty idea, and I was, oh god, it was just I
Wait,
went into
so
class on Wednesday because I skipped
have
class
you-
on Monday because I felt terrible. I felt truly awful. Go on.
Have you continued to write?
No, I was studying for a
so
midterm.
the other night, Max and I got on a call, and I explained to him how one structures a narrative story, and I don't know. I think what we came up with was pretty funny. I
think so too. Well, let me just explain something to you. I go into class on Wednesday because I skipped Monday because I felt super sick.
Mhm.
I go into class, I show up early, and he says, Max, you ready to do the stand-up today? And I say, what? Apparently, people have been prepping stand-up bits because we have to do each a bit of stand-up for the entire week. And so I get to writing, and I come up with 3 jokes within the span of 4 minutes that I have to present to the class. That is extremely stressful.
And
so
those
then,
jokes were?
I'll get to them.
Okay.
And so we spend the class doing 3 things. Talking and reviewing a book that I barely read and despised. In fact, I didn't read much of it at all. I read very short excerpts, passages, and they were terrible. It was the worst writing I've ever been exposed to, bar none. And that includes Twilight. It was like Twilight level bad.
Can I say something about Twilight?
The writing
This
of
might
Twilight?
be because this might be because I went in with extremely low expectations. When I was finally subjected to it, and I wasn't watching very willingly, it wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting.
No. I'm talking about the book.
Oh,
The book
I've heard bad
Twilight.
things about the book.
They are awful. They aren't written. They're like, it's if comic books were shitty. Like it's terrible. They're very, very bad. And this is equally bad, if not worse. It's Tony Tamulete's Rejection, which, God, he also wrote something called Ahegao, and he's a Neon Genesis Evangelion player. The guy's a massive nerd. You're on your computer now. He's very bad writing.
Deleting a notification.
Anyways, so we have to do 3 things. We have to talk about that. We have to share portions of our like writing assignment which I hadn't done, and we had to prepare our jokes, which I hadn't written. So it was not a banner day until I heard some of the other jokes. Lord, was I saved by everyone else sucking. Holy shit, everyone else was really bad.
I'm sure your friends in this class would love this podcast.
They're not my friends. And yeah, they probably would. It's just, it was bad. And then, oh God. So.
Wait, are you not like advertising? Like, for reference, people.
I don't tell a single soul about this podcast.
Okay, so you wonder how a good 100% of our patrons are in the LSU film program. Except for Max's dad.
And
who?
Other Max.
Well, other Max is another person I brought in. That's all I'm trying to say.
You didn't say, but not from LSU.
Yeah, but
Okay, well, who's funded most of our movies?
yeah, I know, but
And who
it's
currently
just-
pays for the Google Drive? Okay.
But
Um,
I'm doing is putting myself out there, man.
I am
Also,
not,
special thanks
because
to Lynn. You're definitely not listening, but Lynn, when I jokingly, literally, Lynn just was open with Discord on their phone, and I was just like, "Oh, you have Discord? You know, we got a poppin' Discord server." And then Lynn immediately opens my Patreon.
Are you
opens it up,
kidding me?
And then clicks this. It goes to subscribe, and then adds an extra $1, which adds no contents, and says to me, "So that you each get $1," and subscribes and joins the page. Like, Lynn's awesome. You're awesome, Lynn. Just
The
moment
only
of Lynn
conversation
appreciation.
I've had with this person was arguing about AI. But okay, so what I came up with in this
Say thank you to
stressed
Lynn.
out state. Thank you, Lynn. Much appreciate. What I had to come up with in this extremely stressed out state and in 4 minutes was just my jokes. And so hey everyone, I recognize you guys don't know me super well, but I think it'd be important for me to kind of share a bit about myself before I continue. So you know, I'm afraid to say this, but I'm so Jewish that I ripped out my ACL playing noodle tag and obliterated my freshman year,
Hey, we were playing Sharks and Minnows, and
which also known as noodle tag.
I won, by the way, but Max didn't see it because he you know,
I was literally being
'cause he
carted
lost
off
so
the
bad,
field.
was carted off the field because he lost so bad. Anyway,
Sure. And I just, and because of that, I had to start a podcast with you and pay for it. So, this is just like an ownership thing. But, you know, that was a while ago. And
you know, by the I
now
didn't see what happened because I was too busy
I'm not
winning.
done doing my jokes.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened because I was too busy winning Sharks and Minnows. And then I
So,
look at and then I'm
listeners,
at the
I
other end of
server
the field,
muted
and then I
Alci so
look
that I
and
can
I
get my
see
jokes
someone
out.
being carried to a golf cart, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck happened?
Anyways,
I was like,
you know, that was a while ago. That was freshman year of high school. And now
yeah.
I'm at Georgetown. And recently, you know, I've been thinking about joining the MSB, the business school, if you will. And even mulling it over, I think I need an STD test. But, you know, I also recently have come to another conclusion. Ted Cruz looks like a melting candle, probably gives terrible head, and also seems like he'd be an adjunct professor in the MSB. So, not the best. You're on mute. I'm going to unmute now because this is a podcast. This is not the best. Kind of a little tacky, a little toothless, a little disconnected. Presentation wasn't great. I think compared to what I had to do in, I keep saying 4 minutes. It was 6 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes of prep, and have the other students were literally sending it around to their friends and practicing.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And for context, one that just kind of people actually laughed at, which I thought was terrible, was, you know, I went swimming in the Potomac the other day, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, why are you doing that? It's so gross." But no one really seemed to mind when that pilot had everyone dip in the Potomac a week ago. Which I would argue isn't funny.
What's
It's
funny?
not-
What's
it's
funny
not
is the
funny.
what's funny is the person who decided to say it. That's what I'm laughing at.
No, he also butchered it when he delivered it, which kind of
Oh, yikes.
yeah. So
No,
butchered
but I meant
plus
but like I'm saying what's funny is the audacity.
yeah. You should join the podcast. You should listen. You should join the Patreon. And I will say nothing else
And I'm
negative.
gonna bleep that name because that's definitely not common.
I don't think you have to worry about that. You should probably worry about that. Yeah, you should bleep that. I thought about
every
it for
single
2 more
time.
seconds.
I think every single time I say I'm gonna bleep that name, you go, "No, you don't have to." Wait, actually, you probably should.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Like I've mentioned, I know someone
it is
named.
True. It is true.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I've mentioned someone I know named Johnny. You don't have to bleep his name because he's white as apple pie and his name is Johnny. I don't mean white as apple pie. White is the concept of apple pie in post-American
I'm not gonna
history.
bleep that for the reason for the sake that it's funny, but
I don't care. I don't give a shit. It also helps that I don't talk about having a podcast almost at all.
Fair enough.
I've sent it to one person who I don't believe he watches.
No, back in the first episode of A Reason to Talk, I mentioned DJ after we said we were going to use acronyms, and I was just like, okay, people will just assume DJ is an acronym for another name. And then DJ immediately posts on her close friend story, Alci on his fuck-ass podcast, we're going to bleep people's names. Anyway, so my friend DJ...
I mean, at the time, we were using acronyms. I mean,
Yes.
yeah. RT, NC, AH, BATMAN,
AA.
Batman. I'm still thinking about Invincible. It was so mediocre, and I'm watching it as it comes out.
That really sucks. That really sucks.
It also, I mean, I'm watching it as it comes out every Thursday. So now I have to wait a week and hope to God that this random character that they've shoehorned in, who was like a villain from a season ago, who the main character has killed like 4 different times, that guy's back. It's stupid. It's bad. That might be I don't think it's a spoiler, actually. It's bad. I don't like it. And they have so much potential steam, and they have such a good cast. What was I watching that had that had just a fantastic cast? It was something. Arcane's voice actors. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, no, it's a very good cast.
Except for, God. Oh, there's one guy. I'm 99% sure he's voiced by a character in Lucifer who is a horrid actor. I'm gonna have to look him up. You probably actually might know him. Because he's been the star of a few TV shows.
Oh, really? A few? The star of a few? That's crazy.
Of at least 2.
Do you know the shows?
Yes. Kevin Alejandro is the guy's name.
Okay, I don't know the name, but do you know the TV
He
shows?
was in Arcane, True Blood, Southland, Arrow for almost every season.
Oh, Southland is something I've actually
Fire
watched.
Country, Adult Night.
Wait, who did he play in Arrow?
I don't know.
Could you send a picture of him?
Sure, he was in Hyde, Golden Boy, Cassandra, Sons of Anarchy, The Lost Husband, Medius, Aristotle and the Dante Discovery, Red State, Wake, Creature of Darkness, Luciferus, Sleeper Cell.
We're getting boring.
Sleeper Cell?
Here, Max.
Shark, Drive. These sound terrible.
Okay, Max, I want to talk about something really important about our last episode. We were talking about Tom Cruise, and I said his best performance was probably Collateral. I was so wrong. So unbelievably wrong. I completely forgot about one
Last Samurai.
Not even close. His best performance by far, is Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah. I need to watch Tropic Thunder.
Have you seen his character in Tropic Thunder?
No, I've only seen like 8 minutes of Tropic Thunder.
Okay, you need to this is by far his best performance. I'm going to send you a picture of him in Tropic Thunder right now.
I sent you a photo, by the way, of Kevin Alejandro.
But, okay, well, I'll look at that so our listeners. Okay, I don't know him. Anyway.
Really? Okay.
This is Tom
Terrible
Cruise.
actor.
This is Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Oh, man. He looks like 90% of Hollywood agents.
Isn't he beautiful?
Holy shit. Is he playing a Hollywood agent? Tell me he's playing a Hollywood agent.
He's the producer of the movie.
Yep. There you go.
He's an executive producer. Oh my God.
You could literally see the lines of the bald cap. That's so funny.
Beautiful.
You could see the lines.
And also the beautiful thing, I have a lot of respect for Tom Cruise about this. A lot of the character's design was his idea. Like, he was offered the role, and then he told Ben Stiller, I want to have fat hands.
Okay, to be fair, his design choice was to make an ugly person, and he's a Scientologist, so that's not too hard.
No, but this is a stroke of brilliance, okay? And you need to watch the movie. You have to understand.
That's fair. Dude, I need to watch so much shit.
Flaming Dragon? Okay. I just want you to take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Sorry. That's a line.
I'm assuming that's from the movie, and
that's
you're
from
not
the
just
movie.
trying to be hurtful.
You think I called you Flaming Dragon for no reason?
I didn't know that. I thought that was someone requesting a flaming dragon, and he was responding, "I don't know." Wait, that's redundant though. It is. It's objectively redundant. Another joke someone had was this one was fine, but she butchered the not performance. She just kind of butchered it. And the professor even said, "Man, you kind of butchered the performance, but the material's good." Where Modi, former maybe current prime minister of India, spread Hinduism through yoga to the West, largely to the West.
Okay.
And he could have had a lot more success if he used the Kama Sutra. If you spread I mean, white women everywhere would be so much
Wow.
happier as opposed to
Wow.
30 seconds of missionary. And that was kind of the crux of the joke. But then she went on for like 45 seconds about this, but using very similar words in a way that I would say killed the joke. And
Yikes.
Also, the professor hates me now, but that's fine.
Well, is it because you call him a narcissist consistently on your podcast?
No, I missed the class. Or I don't know if he hates me.
Oh.
He's just weird. And he's just like, or no, I think, okay, this is my mom's idea. My mom thinks that he's jealous because I like attention and he also likes attention. And, yeah.
Battle of the narcissists.
I'm letting that slide because I'm so humble. Dude, you're ill. You need to go to doctor.
No, it's fine. I slept it off. Now I'm just a little sniffly because the weather keeps changing.
What is your weather? Because mine's amazing.
Well, a few days ago it was cold for Louisiana, and then next day really, really hot.
None of these are temperatures.
I don't know. I don't have it off the
Just
dome.
tell me. What do you think? You have a phone. Your phone could tell you the temperature.
My phone records me during the episodes, you dummy.
I will do it.
Oh my god, this is not important. The people they are not tuning in to hear the weather in Louisiana. And I am also, off the podcast, probably wouldn't bother telling you.
What you have to understand is that everything's a competition. So if your weather's better than mine, your weather's better than mine.
It's probably, I'm just saying my nose doesn't like when it go hot to warm and warm to cold. I meant to.
You know what's
I didn't mean to say
interesting?
warm. I meant to say cold. I'm tired.
Oh, wow.
I need a haircut.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, what's up?
Okay, you're going to get mad at me. I pulled up Instagram,
Of course you
and
did.
my aunt is now a partner at her law firm.
Oh,
and, like, a
congratulations
name
to your
partner.
aunt. No, like they put.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like 4 names, and hers is one of them. And
Yeah, I know what-
another one is literally Spectre. Like
I know what
Suits.
I
I'm not
was gonna
joking.
say- I didn't know Spectre was a Suits name. I haven't seen. You say Spectre, I think James Bond.
That's stupid.
That's not
That's
stupid
not
at
true.
all.
You know what?
That's
You know
what
what?
you know. Spectre has been
I'm gonna
around
tell
for
you something
so
stupid.
much longer.
I'm gonna tell you something that actually
It
is
is
stupid.
literally mentioned in the very first James Bond movie ever. And
I'm gonna tell you something
now
that is stupid.
there's also a James Bond movie called Spectre. Sorry.
For said movie, Spectre, originally, they asked Radiohead to make a song.
Oh.
Radiohead makes a pretty good song. I would say it's, for the theme and for it being Radiohead, it matches pretty well.
Okay, hell yeah.
Then they say, nope, this was too sad. We're going to scrap it completely.
What were they expecting asking Radiohead?
They scrapped it completely and they went with Sam Smith. So they literally had them make a full song and then we're just like, just kidding.
I like.
Isn't that super fucking gay?
Well, do you know the song ending do you know the song Ending for a Film?
Yeah,
by
love that
Radiohead?
song.
They made that song for the ending of a film.
I have a feeling, but I actually don't think did they actually?
Yeah, it was
Because
made for
I
the-
looked into it.
It was made for
Did
the
they- did it
credits of
ever get
it was
into
made-
the
It was made for the credits of Romeo plus Juliet.
Did it get into Romeo plus Juliet? Was
Yes,
that a thing?
it plays over the credits of Romeo plus Juliet, and it was written for that movie. Oh my god.
I don't think that's true. My entire family was having an argument the other day.
I don't think
and
ending for a film was written for the ending of a film. I don't think
it's
it was.
also that's not what it's exit music and then in
Exit
parentheses
music,
for a
parentheses for a film. Sorry, I forgot
you-
the name of the fucking song. I'm tired. Oh my
film. Sorry, I left my clothes at the dry cleaners and my fuck you flip flops. I've listened to that song maybe 80 times in the past month. It's pretty good. But
Yeah.
you know what's okay? I just want to tell you this. My entire argument was having my entire family was having an argument.
That's your family is an argument. It's
Yes. Well, I just made me think of a funny bit from the yard where they're like, actually, my cop's a dad. Instead of my dad's like, it's just really funny. Anyways, and my mom is trying to. No, it's a point my dad's making about airplanes. For context, my dad is getting his pilot's license renewed actively and flies as much as he possibly can in this area. And she was explaining something and then someone else was like, no, I don't think so. And he was like, yeah, no, I'm telling you, this is the case. And then he goes, and then my mom goes, no, I don't think that's right. And it was so funny.
Are you sure that your mom wasn't just doing what you do like 90 times an episode when I say an objective fact and you say, no, I don't think so?
It's not for a movie. I don't think that's right.
Max took his headphones off because he's a coward.
Call me a coward?
No, not at all.
Great, because these are recorded and I can just go back and check. So that's awesome that you didn't.
Yeah.
When you don't. Yeah, your spring break's way later than mine. It is super stupid.
Yeah, colleges have their own schedules, unfortunately.
No.
But I actually do have a break next week for Mardi Gras.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, because it's Mardi Gras.
Where are you? How long is it?
I forget. I've been going with the flow the past couple of weeks. I'm living in the present moment. I'm not really.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
How much do I want to bet? What? How much do I want to bet? What? What are you
that
betting?
You're that.
That I'm in the present moment right now? What do you mean?
As of today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posts on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, and those are all present moment thoughts.
I'm in the present moment. I'm on.
And
Reels.
do you mean in my close friend story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see my most recent one?
I wonder what your screen time is. I did, but I didn't. I don't remember.
No. See, I've done this thing where I have replaced doom scrolling with watching movies, and that's.
I don't believe you because of how much you post on Instagram. A, B.
What I
tell me
do
your screen time.
is I go on Instagram once a day, and then I send shit to myself so that I can plan to post it later. So I don't.
Tell me your
people
screen
with a bunch of
time.
posts. I don't. I can't check my phone.
Oh, God damn you! You're so stupid. You're right. Though.
My phone's recording me right now.
Fair point.
Hey y'all, I just want to let y'all know, to rub it in Max's face, that day my screen time was 1 hour and 46 minutes. So enjoy the podcast.
Are you coming home for Mardi Gras?
No.
Fuck.
It's Mardi Gras. I'm gonna be
Okay.
living it up in New Orleans. I'm gonna do
We're
coke
not
off
going
a
to.
random woman's breasts and
I thought you
throw
said choke
beads
off.
at people.
Not do
No.
coke off.
Yeah, I'm also probably not going to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna ask if you're gonna get white girl wasted.
It would be really bad for drunk Alci to be let loose during Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Don't say that. Hey, too much respect for yourself.
Have we talked? No. Have we talked about drunk Alci on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay, basically,
There's been allusions to it on
Yeah.
earlier episodes.
Basically, back near the end of last semester, I was hanging at a friend's place, and this was finals, and it was the weekend. And when I take my Adderall a lot because I'm locking in for shit, it tends to give me dry mouth. So
What, you take like a double dose?
no, I'm just like
You said when I take my Adderall a lot.
by that I mean the normal amount.
Okay, that makes more sense. That actually makes a ton of more sense if you think about our issues with
No,
scheduling. Go on.
Last semester I was not great at taking my Adderall consistently.
Or sleeping or eating.
Well, that's normal. But anyway, basically, so then I was hanging at a friend's place that night because we were also trying to get together a bunch because, winter break was the next week. I because I have dry mouth, and the only thing they have to drink are beers. So I have a couple beers.
They didn't
my
have
dry mouth.
water?
No. And also, well, I didn't want to, I was, basically, without really thinking about it, I realized that within half an hour I had like 6 or 7 beers. And then and by the way, I've never been drunk before this point. It was a stressful week.
You've been tipsy, I think. Actually, I know you've been tipsy.
I've been tipsy. I've never been drunk because I don't let myself get drunk because
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I say. I've never gotten drunk because, for one thing, I just don't like the idea of it, and also I feel like I don't really want to be in a state where I can easily be taken advantage of.
I don't think that's true. When you're probably just gonna get better at combat.
No, yeah. So here's what I found out. I take advantage of others when I'm drunk.
Don't say that like that.
Not like that. But I mean, holy shit, drunk Alci's a manipulator, dude. He manipulates.
Regular
people.
Alci's a manipulator.
No, I don't. I'm not a manipulator. I'm just really good at arguing and getting my way. But no,
brother, if I'm a manipulator, which I kind of am,
are you a manipulator?
No, I'm very honest. I am way too honest.
Yeah, no, I'm not I have moral qualms about manipulating people. I feel too bad if I even think about trying to do it.
I don't think you do it intentionally, but you definitely are a lie of omission guy.
Okay, you think I'm a lie of omission guy? I really just don't think to tell people certain things because they're
What
not
did
on
you
my
first tell me when we missed this week's episode on Sunday, Alci?
Oh, I did say something came up because
you said something important came up and I completely missed it.
And
which immediately prompted me to be concerned as your friend, to be worried.
Something important did come up. I needed to fucking sleep. But I also immediately told you that. That was my weird thoughts right after waking up. Like, I literally grabbed my phone right after waking up.
I also had to press you on it a bit.
Well, yeah, I was at dinner with my grandparents. I just wasn't responding. Max exaggerates how mean I am to him. You fucking loser.
Oh my god. Do you know how... Oh god, this is like my family dinner again, where it's just shit on Max time. That's fun. It's a fun game. I get it.
You know, maybe you're just not likable. Sorry.
I think I'm just fun to razz. I think I'm just fun to razz because I elicit a fun reaction.
Yeah. That's
and
exactly
I'll fucking get you for it.
Okay.
For dinner.
Yeah. But no, so drunk Alci, let me put it this way. Only good things happened to me when I got drunk. So it was very startling.
Try it now.
And you want to know the worst part? You want to know the worst fucking part? After being very drunk, because drunk Alci immediately, once coming to form, had much more alcohol so that he could stay in power.
You weren't hungover after?
I wasn't just not hungover. Yeah. I woke up at 9 a.m. on the spot, perfectly fine and ready for the day.
Have you seen Futurama?
Mind you, I was struggling to wake up for my noon class at that point.
Have you seen Futurama?
No, I haven't seen Futurama.
There's a character in it who needs to drink at every moment, and as soon as he stops, he gets like way less healthy. I think he's a robot. He like stops being healthy, and he's like destroying his life. And then his family's like, "Please, just have some alcohol, please." Lord,
no. Milton joked with me when I told him that. He was like, "Well, you should drink more. You're clearly built for it."
It's you know, I've been thinking about, man, I should start drinking, mostly because of you and your friends.
But I don't.
And how
drink
awesome you make
them.
it seem. No, but
I don't make it seem.
Awesome.
It's no. I do not like drinking.
Fun.
I do not like drinking.
Sorry, he doesn't like drinking. Just when he was drunk, all the good things happened to him.
Yes, and
it's like he won the lottery.
At other people's misfortune. At other people's misfortune.
Whose?
Oh, like I convinced my friend Lynn to buy me canes. I didn't even have to do much convincing. I just knew, because she's super awesome and like paid $2 for us, that if we went to Canes and I seemed too incompetent to make a good decision to buy it for myself, they would pay for it, dude. And that's exactly what happened. And then I didn't even finish it. I paid Lynn back.
Okay, yeah, you're just being paranoid then. Shut up.
No, but it did happen. No, I didn't pay Lynn back then. I paid Lynn back once I was sober.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a non-issue. Drunk,
No, but
you knew that you were gonna be paid back.
No, but see,
God.
like drunk me.
I'm
No,
either-
like no.
Oh, God,
Literally, I
I'm
texted
gonna
Stella.
shut up.
I was texting
My time. My time.
No.
my time.
I want to get. I was texting Stella, right? And so I checked my text with Stella when I was sober, and at one point I go. And by the way, I didn't start the calling him drunk Alci and me sober Alci did. Drunk Alci started that. Drunk Alci was like, I am a different being. Drunk Alci texted. I texted Stella, and there was this one texting exchange. Stella, this is sober Alci talking. Don't trust drunk Alci. He just sent a text with extra typos to make it seem like he's dumber than he actually is. Don't trust him.
And the following text?
Max just sends to the Discord server, God, he's talking about drunk Alci again. I haven't talked about him on the podcast, and it's a funny story. Jesus Christ. He loves making me look bad in the Discord server.
No, you do that to yourself. I just help.
No, you just specifically highlight bad moments because you
shut
like
up. My
people
time.
to
My time.
focus on other people's
My
problems
time.
so that they think you're great.
Solid. I'm wondering what I would be like drunk, because there's three versions actually. There's mean drunk, which is a good amount of my family.
They're mean drunks. They're definitely mean drunks.
There's mean drunks.
They're happy
And then
drunks too.
there's dumb happy drunk Max, who wouldn't know boundaries super well with his friends and would be very much a huggy guy. And I am not a hugger for the most part.
Yep.
And then there's the most likely scenario, which is that I'll just be like a little bit different. My biggest issue with it, and the same thing with marijuana, is like my brain is the only thing I have. The only thing.
Yeah.
And if I can't
it's not even all that.
Exactly. If I can't immediately access a thought, like fucking like right now, if I can't immediately access a thought, that like gives me a panic attack. And I need to be super,
totally get that.
super quick all the time, because otherwise people think I'm stupid, and then they'll think I'm worthless, and then I should die.
No, I totally get that. No, another thing that the drunks are is everybody, like a good amount of people, and this can coincide with other of those kinds of categories, but a lot of people are also sleepy drunks. I am definitely a sleepy drunk. For some reason,
it's a
get some
downer.
alcohol in me. I no, but like some people are like sleepy.
No, it's a downer. Most people are.
No, but some people are particularly more sleepy than others. I'm telling you, as someone who seems to hang out with more people who drink alcohol than you, as you were just
That's
talking
not
about.
true by proximity. Not even close. I go to Georgetown.
No, I hang out with people. I have friends. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying
I
to think
spend
of which
long
is a
amounts
more
of times with
alcohol
them while they are drunk is what I'm saying.
That sounds miserable.
It is.
You could be watching movies instead.
I know, I could.
You have your watch list. Your watch list is just getting longer and longer.
It's actually, it has been getting longer and longer, but I watch a good amount of stuff. I've been doing
I have
good
touched literally nothing on it that I want to watch.
job.
There's a lot of it. And I'm
What do
playing
you-
with my headphones now.
Yeah,
I have
okay, can
ADHD.
see.
Leave me alone.
I
You also
was
have ADHD.
at dinner with my grandparents, as you were, and they were asking me questions about the podcast. And they were talking about, I was like, so we hear that, it's not exactly a PG podcast from your parents. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, we're hoping you wouldn't say anything you wouldn't say to your parents. I'm like, oh, there are, it is my rule that I wouldn't say anything I wouldn't say to my own mother. And they say, oh, so there are things you would say to your mother that you wouldn't say to us? And I said, yes. But they asked more
Solid.
questions, and I also... And so I told my grandparents, oh, yeah, each episode is an hour and a half. And they go, an hour and a half? And my granddad says, that is more than I have ever heard you talk.
My dad said something similar.
Yeah.
He
And I
thinks it's too long.
love my granddad. I love talking with him. But, yeah, I wonder if any bullish people are particularly surprised that I have enough thoughts to say on an hour and a half podcast.
None of them give
Because
a
I think I
shit.
said all of 2 words to most of the people at Bull. No, they don't give a shit. But I wonder. I wonder if like people who knew high school Alci would be as curious as my granddad was. I mean,
You gotta remember, they only cared about themselves, and they
Yeah,
still
no,
only care
Max.
about themselves. Have we talked about, by the
Max,
way,
Max,
you saying that
if
you
you're
live
in your
life like a movie
in your
character?
20s, you were worried about what people think about you. In your 40s, you learn not to care what people think about you, and in your 60s, you realize nobody even thought about you in the first place. Winston Churchill. I know they're not thinking about me. It was a
Margaret
goddamn
Thatcher was
thought
okay.
experience.
Winston Churchill. And I hate that bitch. Not Winston Churchill. Margaret Thatcher, but kind of Winston
Max,
Churchill
we
by
do
extension.
not call women the B word.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher deserves it. Are you kidding? She wanted to bomb all of Dublin.
We
What are
don't
you
call
talking
women
about?
the B word. I've never called a woman a B word
Fine.
sarcastically.
I
in
will
my
be
life.
age appropriate. She's a Did we talk about you thinking your entire life is a movie?
Oh, no, and I don't think my entire life is a movie. But I was watching the movie Boyhood, and I realized, like, I was thinking back to my childhood, and, like, everything... Because I watched so many movies my entire life, my entire childhood, I always tried to do things under the guise of, like, what would a movie character in my position do that would make, like, an entertaining story, so... I don't know. That's why I was always such, like, a... Like, I would always look at my life as if I was in some kind of dramatic representation of life. You know what I mean? And and looking back, that makes a lot of my childhood experiences feel deeply artificial.
I'm trying not to be a dick, but I'm getting more and more hungry, so it's gonna come off like a dick thing to say.
Oh yeah, Max is not funny when he's hangry. I mean, not funny. He's not fun when he's hangry.
No,
he
I'm
can be pretty
really
funny.
mean.
He can be extremely funny because he's
I can
so
be really
mean,
funny,
but
but
he's
I
not
just
fun.
get really mean.
Yeah.
I think it's a low blood sugar
He
thing. It's my
dogged
entire
on
family,
us
honestly.
playing with Legos when he was hangry.
No, that was super gay. But basically,
You have to understand, my entire friend group is gay as hell, dude, and that's not a bad thing. You just need to get fucking used to it, you bigot.
yeah, except for you're all going to hell, and I'm, of course, not, because I'm
Well, I'm not. I'm
Jewish.
straight.
I'm Jewish, and God likes us. Look, I think what you're saying is just you kind of just did an impulsive thing whenever you could because
It
would
wasn't
be
impulsive at all. It
entertaining.
was thought out. That's not
You would
exact-
do
that
things
you are
thought out that were
completely
entertaining. When
not
you,
entertaining.
I'm
Not
no,
enter-
I'm
okay.
talking about.
See, we watch movies differently. I don't watch things just because they're entertaining. I like to watch things because they make me feel something. So I wouldn't do something just because it was entertaining. I would do something because it would feel like important. Like I would like.
What does
longing-
Roadhouse make you feel?
That's entertaining, but I don't watch movies. But like, I wasn't trying to be the main character of Roadhouse. I was like, I'm gonna dramatically look out this window now and think about shit. I would be
Everyone did that, idiot.
No, that was a fucking stupid little fucking example. Oh my god.
Everyone did that shit, idiot.
See, this is why I can't talk to Max, because he just tries to tell you exactly how you think and how you feel when he only hears 5% of your story.
No, you're right. You're the most special little kid, and you're actually
No, that's
completely
what I
right.
thought. Oh my god, you are so
Everyone
goddamn-
thinks that, and then everyone comes to the realization that
Yes, of course, I know
actually
that. That's
not
not
true.
what I'm saying whatsoever.
Not everyone gets there.
When
Most
Max
of the
gets
people
angry, he just
our age-
strawmans and he strawmans and he strawmans.
No, it's called shifting the goalposts. It's different. It's a different technique. A lot of people don't get there. You got there now. That's cool. I got there around 7th grade. It's fine. People mature in their own ways, at their own levels.
Yeah.
You know, that guy who was
But a lot of
on
people
our-
take too fucking long. And also, don't assume that we're fully mature. Just because we are more mature than others doesn't mean we are not fully matured. Keep in mind, there was always room for growth, Max.
I
God,
can't grow.
God, I'm so
I'm
mature
87
for saying
years
that. I'm
old.
so mature for saying that.
Brother,
I'm
brother,
so cool, mature for saying
Brother, I use a sauna. I am a dinosaur. I don't know what else to tell you. I read the news.
Yeah, Max has
What
a
do you wanna hear
sauna
here?
in his basement. That's how you know
I
he's
built it.
upper middle
I
class.
built it. I built it.
And
asshole.
he's got the materials completely for free.
No, wood is wood, dude. Wood is not that expensive.
Audio listeners, Max is making faces.
Yeah, I am because I'm just too honest. I started personal training, by the way. You've effectively
did.
bullied me into
No, I didn't-
being ashamed of my weight. Good job, Alci.
I love Sean Astin, okay?
You know what? You got me to spend money to get
He's
personal
lovable
training.
just the way he is.
You've given me body dysmorphia.
Hey, your freaking comedy class did that, not me.
They didn't call me fat. They called me a Reddit mod, which is
They called you
worse.
Sean. That they compared you to Sean Astin, and also Reddit mods are
No,
canonically fat.
Man. Oh God. Okay, so you're the asshole today. That's fine.
You're not fat, Max. You're not fat. You're not skinny.
No, I'm not. I am strong. I have 17 to 22% body fat, which is low relatively.
Yeah.
I am 160
I've got
pounds of muscle.
0.03.
That's not true. You would be dead.
I would. Okay.
And I would be a happier person. Finally find someone to edit my fucking movies, dude.
Max 1 hyperbole. Actually, that's not accurate.
It was more just getting lost in the fantasy of you being dead, which I am still in. This is my happy place. Like most people, it's like the beach, or it's just I'm just at your funeral.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
flirting with all the women that you were friends with.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there's a reason I don't want to.
Do you want a suicide pact?
Suicide pact?
Yeah.
Like if one of us dies, the other one kills herself?
No. If one of us kills ourselves, the other one kills ourselves with him.
So you could just kill me at any point? I think that's what you're trying to do. I think we would do that.
I
and
would
then
have
you
to take
shoot
myself
yourself in the head immediately and be like, "Ha! Now he's gone. Finally,
You said
doing
the
the world a
contract.
service."
You're welcome, America. Okay, you're being really hurtful when I was trying to be nice, but I guess we're not friends like that, so guess not.
Well, why would you ever kill yourself?
To
I know
get rid
I'm
of
not
you.
killing myself, so I don't want to just like I don't want to sign on. Like I know I'm not killing myself, so like this feels like an unfair
So
pact.
you're the only one that matters? Wow. You
No,
are a
I
podcaster.
feel like I am likely to be the one who loses in that situation because, as you said, everything is a
What do you
competition.
mean loses?
You
It's a
literally said
bag.
earlier,
It's a
everything is a
deal.
competition. Everything is a competition. Your exact
Everything
words.
is a competition, but dying is winning. It's not losing.
Well, okay, I guess the one who would last longer in life is the winner.
Wait, no. Anyways, I want to talk about something.
Yep.
I realize we should probably get to our topics. Let me see. what any of mine are.
I've slipped a couple of mine in there.
Me too. I forgot about that. Oh wait, did I already explain the one where it's? When did we last
What?
record? Can you tell me the date?
Today's the day. Today is the 28th. Well, it's past
When we
midnight, so
last
it's the 20th.
recorded.
I don't fucking last Saturday, not the most recent Saturday, the one before that.
So 2 Saturdays ago.
Yes.
Okay. Look at my topic channel and look below RoboCop. So I was playing around with Adobe Photoshop's generative AI feature.
And what
There
was
was-
the prompt for this photo, Max?
So there was a mountain in the background and some hills, and then it was like, do the tutorial. Tell it, select this exact area and give it this exact prompt.
Yeah. So there was
Make
just
a
the mountain.
lake. Yes, there was a mountain, and then it gave this prompt. Make a lake. And so I type in, make a lake. What pops out is a small, I believe, Indian child doing the splits with his arms in the air.
And yeah, and
AI
like,
is really
in midair,
something.
in the middle of air, and he's also directly above a rabbit that he will land on and snap the neck of immediately.
Yep. He's
He's just loving life.
so when I think about this argument about AI we had in the general chat a while ago, this is what
Do you want to
contextualized
explain
it.
Do you want to explain the argument we had?
Oh, sure. I had to do an assignment, and I wanted to find movies that would be good inspiration to fit a specific cadre of themes. Like, this is for the writing essay. And so I said, all right, needs to hit dark comedy, drug trade, gender and sexuality, relatively recent, and
Yeah. So Max wanted something to copy the plot of. Yeah.
sure. And it gave me a bunch of shows that I would have never, ever seen or heard of prior to that.
Yep.
And I was saying, and you know what? And I thought about it. No one objectively is being harmed by that because there's no one on Earth that has seen as many movies as ChatGPT, so I'm not stealing anyone's job. The environmental issue can be offset because I drove home in eco mode, and literally it uses like half a watt of energy to generate a single response, which is not a lot of energy. I think it's actually, no, it might be 500 milliwatts, but that's not many.
But it still uses more energy than Google to search something on Google.
Sure, but if I wanted to put in all of the, not if I did every single one of those Google searches, A. B, that's not true, because Google has a built-in AI feature, has Gemini.
Hi, Micah. Micah's back.
Hi,
Everyone
Micah.
say hi, Micah. Micah, what do you have there?
Guys, I have cheese fries and a coffee.
Oh, yeah, Micah.
Hi, Max.
Micah, we're recording the episode.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, I know we're recording the episode. Micah is always welcome to check in and say, hey, when we're recording an
I
episode.
know, I was just telling him.
Micah infiltrated my class today. I looked back during my film class, and Micah was at the back of the class, completely not related to myself.
That's awesome. I hope he was there with like a spyglass just staring at you.
You know, he just watched the second half of Do the Right Thing with us.
Do the right thing.
It's a Spike Lee movie. Or sorry, a Spike Lee joint, as it's called. Okay, bye, Micah.
Bye, Micah.
I love you.
Good night, Micah. Love you.
He said I love you back. He just mumbled it.
To
He's a
me, not to
mumbler.
you. You have different headphones. Oh, I know why you have different headphones on.
Oh, yeah. DJ still has my headphones.
Nice.
I forgot to get them back today.
Anyways, we were arguing about AI, and I realized I was arguing with people who not only don't know the situation fully because they weren't there, but also don't really know how AI works because they're not computer scientists.
Yeah.
And also are wrong. And you know
Yeah,
what?
Max-
I thought to myself, I don't really give a shit. And I stopped arguing a point that I had already won.
Have you ever done that before?
Frequently. Because I win
Decided
a lot.
that you don't give a shit about an argument and then stopped?
No, because
That's
I
a
already
crazy
won.
development for you.
Because I already won.
Sure you did. But yeah, I don't know. My suggestion was you could also you could do both, but like still maybe in addition ask your film major friends in your Discord for things with that vibe. They might give.
Have
some
you seen
information as well.
Transparent?
I haven't seen Transparent, but I'm saying
Do you know what it's
maybe. I'm saying maybe there are
Have
other
you
things
even
in
heard
addition.
of Fargo?
I said do. I said do both. Do both.
I would have to wait for responses for you guys. I am on an extremely tight time frame.
You never know. There are so many people in this Discord server. One of them is bound to see the message. Oh my god.
Okay. My body has been fucked up, dude.
How so?
All right. We're going to get crass. So if you don't want to hear crassness, skip to this portion of the video.
Oh,
Sorry,
thanks for
Alci.
that, Max.
Yep. I don't know what it is. No, I know exactly what it is. No, I don't know what it is. My body has been terrible. I stayed up till 5 a.m. for one night, and it has tanked my sleep schedule since. I was regularly going to sleep at, like, I couldn't go to sleep until 7 a.m.
You
and
sound like
waking
me
up
right now.
at, like, 2 p.m. Yeah, I know. And then there was a point where I had to use the restroom 4 times within 16 minutes to go number dos. And just a whole menagerie of bad body.
Yeah.
I learned out why that was. And also my head felt like it was full of sand. It was just all terrible. But I figured it out. It was a mix of things. Are you ready?
Okay.
Issue number 1. Forgot to take my Zoloft. Very bad. Stay on SSRIs. Do not drop them. You go through withdrawal. It sucks. Number 2. I had a sinus and body infection. And number 3, I just tanked my own sleep schedule. Oh, no, I also tried eating. I've been trying to eat better. Thank you, body dysmorphia. Thank you for that, Alci. And it had weird effects. I don't know. Don't eat healthy, honestly. Carbs are great. Carbs are so good. And salads are
Need
gross.
Carbs. Your brain runs
Salads
on them.
are gross. Your brain does. I mean, God.
I was quoting Fall Guy. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen that clip.
I'm thinking of just, most people don't know that literally your body is a chemical battery. No, it's just a literal motor. No, it's technically like an induction motor kind of, because you burn what a calorie literally is how much energy it takes to heat up a water molecule 1 Celsius. And That's what 1K calorie is. 1,000 calories. And your body literally takes food and turns it, it melts it down and uses it in combustion. It's a combustion reaction. Your body is an engine. Your body is an internal combustion engine. Elon Musk is trying to cancel our bodies. Not anymore. New Elon Musk sucks. Hate that guy. Hate that guy. Hate that guy. Fucking hate that guy. That guy should die. Anyways, I have another topic to go into, unless you have one to go into.
Let me chickadee check. Oh, so The Dark Knight is coming out soon.
Huh.
Yeah, so there's a movie, and it's called The Dark Knight, and the director refuses to change it. It stars, it's about, okay. A man who, quote, takes justice into his own hands as he sets out to hunt down criminals. While his crusade transforms him into a social media sensation and a hero in the eyes of the public, the local police chief sees him as a menace to society and aims to take him down. Yep.
I'm looking at his movies right now. They look terrible.
The director?
Yeah.
I don't know what the director has done.
He made a movie called Fist of the Reich.
Okay, that sounds pretty sick,
and he's
actually.
German.
But okay, it stars Armie Hammer.
Another movie called Auschwitz.
Who
He made Auschwitz? Not rated.
I don't know.
2011. It stars Armie Hammer?
Yeah, so The Dark Knight stars Armie Hammer, who has not been super active in Hollywood lately for various reasons. But I think that's pretty interesting because I'm going to nerd out now. Armie Hammer was cast as Batman in an unmade movie. He
Wait,
actually
that's
almost-
Armie Hammer. Wait, do I know Armie Hammer?
You've seen The Social Network, right?
Yeah. Who was he in The Social Network?
He
Was
was
he
the
the
twins.
guy?
The twins.
Oh, he's handsome.
Yeah.
He could have been
I'd
Batman for
I'd
sure.
love to take a bite out of that guy.
He could have been the. He could have been Batman for sure.
He's a cannibal.
What?
He has sexual fantasies about eating people.
He's 6'5". Oh, he lost his wife 2 years ago. So, meh.
Yeah, no, I don't know too much about the situation, but I just know that I just know that there were certain issues with.
He was in Call Me by Your Name. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He was that guy in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
But he is the co-lead of Call Me by Your Name.
I would say
he's a good
mediocre
actor. He's a very good
No,
actor.
I would say he's not in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. at least.
Well, yeah, that's the man from U.N.C.L.E. He was
Have you
good
seen
in
it?
Call Me by Your Name. I haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It is Guy Ritchie, and Guy Ritchie's fun, but also his more recent stuff I haven't been a huge fan of.
Henry Cavill carries it, I would say.
Yeah, I would expect. But yeah, so yeah, movie called The Dark Knight about a vigilante.
I
Not
think this
Batman
movie's gonna
related
be
at
really
all.
bad.
Oh, it is, from what it looks like. But hey, you never know. I'll keep an open mind. I might watch it. We'll see.
You legally have to watch everything called The Dark Knight, like you signed a contract. It was a deathbed thing.
Oh, speaking of new movies coming up, Martin Scorsese's next movie, The Cast, has come out. You know who it stars?
No, I don't. I know nothing about this. I didn't hear about this.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Martin
All this
Scorsese
fucking
is
talk
directing the movie.
About all this fucking talk about Marvel movies being a roller coaster, and you hire a WWE
You mean
champion.
theme park movies, yeah.
No, he
Oh my
says
God,
roller
no,
coaster
but
as well.
here's what I'll say. If Martin Scorsese can make this work and get like a great performance out of him, Martin Scorsese is officially the greatest director of all time.
What show is this? The World of Bosch. Sorry, saw the trailer.
So-
Look,
Are they making another Bosch show?
no, the finale's coming out or something.
Oh.
If Amelia Perez wins an Oscar, The
A
Rock
single
will
one.
win one next.
Yeah,
This is my prediction.
I watched a short film by Martin Scorsese recently, like literally earlier today. It was called The Audition, and it stars him, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, and Leonardo DiCaprio. because those are the two actors who star in all of his movies.
Yeah,
And
were they all? Was it all just talking about young
follows them-
women that they like to date?
No, it follows them showing. It follows them showing up to a hotel and realizing that they're like, "Oh, so are we finally going to be in a movie together?" And then they realize they're competing for the same role, and so they're like, "Oh, can I talk to my director, please? Your director? Well, yeah, we've done." And then Leonardo DiCaprio will go, "Yeah, we've done 5 movies together, so he's my director." He says, "Well, we've done 8 movies together, and the first one we did before you were even freaking thought of. So I'm going to talk to my director." And then Leonardo DiCaprio, "Well, it's been a pretty long time since he's been your director. We can all agree." Yeah, it was a fun movie, but then I realized it was all commercial for the various hotels they go to. So, by the way, which cost? Do you know how much this 15-minute movie cost?
My guess, 150 grand.
$70 million.
That's a joke.
No, it's not.
You're fucking with me.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio was paid like $13 million for it. It's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes long. And it's directed well because it's Martin Scorsese.
Is that the highest dollar per frame ever?
I'd have to check.
It must be. No, I imagine. No,
Yeah,
no.
no, it is- it is
one
prob-
thing
it
that's
is-
more expensive. Do you know what that is?
And all... What?
That would be the footage from the moon, which I believe all in was probably more expensive.
Yeah,
if
most
you account
likely.
for inflation.
But also the funny thing about it being worth $70 million, you can't find it in high quality online. I found the best I could find was 720p.
We have 8K monitors now. 720, even on Vimeo. Apparently, Vimeo has lost those uploads.
No, I didn't find it on Vimeo. I found it on some like news website, and so there was an ad. It was okay, coincidentally, and then an ad would play every 3 minutes, and it would be 2 ads, but it would be the same ad. So there'd be 2 ad spots, and it would be just this 50-second trailer for Daredevil Born Again, because that's what my ads would advertise to me, and then it would play twice in a row every 3 minutes.
Do you not have
So
ad
that was
block?
fun. No, not on my phone at least.
Oh, dude, you gotta get that shit.
No, it encourages me to stay off my phone more because ads are annoying.
Yeah, but get this. Don't.
But
I mean,
get this,
actually, you know what? I
dopamine.
was going after you so much earlier. I wonder what my screen time is. I'm gonna check.
Let's see. Because you deleted Instagram on your phone. You only check it on your computer every single day.
Oh, it's actually not too bad.
What is it?
Daily average of 4 hours.
Okay. For our generation, that's not bad.
For our generation, that's not bad at all. Interesting. Utilities. That's what it is. Okay, so technically, yeah. YouTube is the highest contributor.
Okay.
Okay, yep. Yeah.
You had a topic
4
you
hours.
wanted to say. Talk about.
These hoes. Now, I'm not a sexist guy. That's not a good way to start. Look.
Okie dokie.
I think I talked about it on the last episode, but I asked someone if she wanted to study together.
Yes.
I happen to find this person pretty, very attractive, and laughs at my jokes. But none of that's important, because I asked as a friend. I asked solely in a friend fashion.
Yeah.
30 minutes before we have class together, so 9.5 days after I emailed her,
Uh-huh.
she says, "Hi, oh my god, sorry, I just saw this."
Uh-huh. You know, sometimes people just take a while to respond to things.
9 days after I emailed her, coincidentally, 30 minutes before the class we are in a group together in.
Okay. I have a story to tell that relates to this.
Okay. Anyways, things are fine. It's just I have a new goal, and I'm gonna turn into middle school Max.
What the fuck does
Because
that mean? I haven't
that's
met middle school Max.
That is effectively the intelligence of most of the. That's not true. I'm gonna have to go to lower school Max to be the intelligence of most business school kids at my school,
Oh, wow.
and I'm gonna flirt like that. where I'm going to compliment
You're gonna
the
pull on
person that sits
pigtails?
next to her. I'm going to compliment the person that sits next to her.
Oh,
a
you
lot,
emotional manipulator!
because she's
you
also
dumbass.
very pretty, and she's from England, which I like a lot.
See, that's
So I'm gonna
you are
do
a
that.
manipulator. I take it back from earlier.
I
No, okay,
have
so
been pushed to my fucking wit's end here.
No,
all
okay,
right?
but
I
see,
try
this
to
is the
make
problem
friends
with you and me.
people.
This is-
I try to be close to
yeah,
people.
Max. Here's the thing: to go, you and I actually, we know how we could manipulate people, and pretty often choose not to. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah.
That's the problem of drunk Alci. He retains that info and then doesn't have the morals to stop him.
I mean, I have 2 books behind me that, like, one of them is The Female Brain. I have 3 books, actually, that would help. I have The Female Brain, How to Win Every Argument,
Yeah.
and, like, Negotiation Tactics from a Hostage Negotiator.
Yeah, over on
So,
my
like-
shelf, I've got How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is a classic, but
Tell me you don't actually own that.
I do own that book because it is a classic
God.
psychology book. But I want to read it so that
It's
I
a
notice
classic
when-
psychology book by a guy, by Nazis, kind of. Not
No,
Nazis.
I
but
want to read it
predators.
because I want to notice when, because I saw Rhett and Link talk about it, and they were like, after reading that book, you now will forever know whenever somebody else has read that book, based on the way they talk to you.
Okay, would you think that I've read it? I've read the book.
I haven't read it yet. I'm going to. It's in my to read pile because I read so often.
Bruh. If Drunk Elsie gets a hold of that, you're just
Oh,
gonna
fuck
become,
no.
like, dude, you'll probably be
He's
you'll be a way better movie producer. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna be
He's
so
like,
much
no, he's
better
like
at that.
the Alci who laughs, dude.
I mean, dude, okay.
You know the Batman who laughs. You know that character.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I have a story that'll. This is an off top, and this is an off episode story, so I'm not gonna say it. But oh man, the things I could tell you, the things I'm going
Alright.
to.
No, but the thing I was going to say on the topic of a girl taking a while to respond. Okay, so I don't really use Tinder, like, at all. It's been on the back burner of my phone. Listen. Are you done yet?
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, okay, mister, should I pay... Okay, mister, should I pay for Bumble Premium? I'm serious. You
I have
want
messaged
to listen
that
now?
a lot. I've messaged you that a lot.
Yeah, you want to be quiet now? I could cut that off. I could cut that out of the video if you're nice.
I don't care. I don't care. I have no shame. I have none.
So anyway,
I'm
I
doing
don't-
emotional full frontal on this podcast.
Okay, so there's this girl who matches with me, and this is a girl who I basically, she's a friend of a friend, and I loosely know her, and I've thought that she's attractive and that we would probably get along, but I've never really had an opportunity to speak to her, and we match, right? By the way, also, so she has a picture with a gun. I don't think it's a real gun, but it's still a very awesome
So
picture.
do you.
I don't have a picture with a no on her profile, right? So this is just another thing. Within a 5-minute span, I matched with a girl who has a picture with a gun and a girl who has a picture with a bow and arrow. So I've recently realized that I think I have an attraction for women that would likely survive a zombie apocalypse alongside me.
You just like The Walking Dead. That's
I do like that. I also like the
you
Walking
just
Dead,
want to
and I
date
like the
John
Last of Us.
Bernthal.
But
Okay, go on.
but yeah, no. I also literally texted that as a pickup line to the girl with the bow and arrow, and it's probably the best conversation I've ever had on Tinder.
I don't know
Anyway.
how high of a bar that is.
It's a very fucking low bar, dude. Tinder.
Yeah,
oh my
I was
God.
gonna say.
Oh my god. But basically, this girl, she hits me up first, which is also very rare for Tinder, with a very flirty text.
Extremely. What'd you
I
say?
respond with another very flirt.
She probably is a bot, by the way. But go on. Yeah, that's Tinder. But go
Oh,
on.
I'm sure she is. This girl that I literally have seen in real life and know in real life and follow on Instagram is totally a bot.
It's probably
um,
a robot. Fuck you. God, fuck you.
So she sends. Okay, fine. you
I'm
wanna
getting
know the text?
rejected
I
from
wasn't gonna
study
go-
sessions,
I wasn't
man.
gonna go into-
This is fucking crazy. This isn't fair.
Okay, I wasn't gonna go into details, but this is just a story. I'm being pretty honest about her. One of the like prompts on my profile is like my biggest weakness, and I put big blue eyes because historically that's been an issue for me. And then she sends me her first text, "Can you settle for big green eyes?" Which is pretty flirty. So I respond flirty text, and then I say something specifically complimenting the photo with the gun, and then she says, "Would you let me rob you? Be honest." and I told her that she could rob me of a coffee or a meal later that week. She, she doesn't. She never responds. Never responds to that. And what I found, I talked with a couple people, and DJ gave the best answer. Oh, she's probably just on Tinder to mess around, like a lot of people are. And the second you mentioned actually doing something in real life, she dipped.
That's not what happened at all. But go on.
That's very well what could have happened, which honestly sounds pretty realistic. Talking to, people who are actually on dating apps, like for those kinds of purposes. But that's
After
what DJ,
you go, I'm gonna explain what I think happened. But sure.
Okay, well, then literally today, she gets back to me on Tinder, or no, yesterday. Gets back to me on Tinder after like a week and a half, right? And says, I never get on Tinder because blah, 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 and it's been exam week, so I'm cramming, so I'm very sorry, but yeah, that'd be actually pretty cool. We have started DMing on Instagram so much that after not responding to me for a week and a half, texts me to let me know that she might disappear for 30 minutes. So I'm just saying, things can turn around, Max. Things can turn around.
My opinion of what happened is that she was kind of trying to feel things out with another person who she was maybe a little closer to. That ended poorly. She went back to you. That's my guess.
Okay, cool. I don't care.
That's usually how that works.
Okay, cool. I don't care.
I should know. I have a Trans Pride gaming mouse.
Yeah, that's the second time you've brought that up out of nowhere. I'm going to manipulate the colors so that it looks like a totally different kind of
What
mouse.
flag could you possibly do that would incriminate me in any... I'm Jewish. You can't even do the worst one.
I could do Confederate.
That they also are Nazi adjacent. I'm going to go back to my topics I've just realized because we, by the way, are at 117.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is really stupid. Well, most of my topics are really stupid. Okay. Me and my brother, we were just talking about stuff we were talking about, and he brought up the Wiggles, I think.
The Wiggles. I love the Wiggles.
Yeah, you know they are. But to those who don't, they were an old boy band for
Anyone who
kids,
doesn't know
kind
who
of.
the Wiggles are, I'm so sorry for you.
Well, I don't really remember them. I remember being exposed to them. I don't remember
Hey,
what they were.
I don't remember a thing about them. I just know they exist, and I remember that they are probably awesome.
And that you liked them.
Yep.
We can talk about Wiggles, and I think it'd be funny to turn it into talking about just every time someone says something about the Wiggles, I just pretend that they're talking about Teletubbies. And Teletubbies are they're scary.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I always found them very off-putting as a child.
Yeah, they're really weird. They're like these creatures. One of them's like, they have weird symbols on their heads. And then my mom's like, why are they scary? Are they like dangerous? And then me and my brother began brainstorming about the Teletubby Death Force. And there's a subcontracted member, probably realistically of the IDF, but a subcontracted member.
Well, I would think they would
of the
take
CIA.
orders from Sun Baby.
I don't know what that is. Is that the highest bleeding one?
It's the sun that rises up at the beginning of every episode that has the face of a baby.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's like a Truman Show thing. And I was kept imagining them wearing like their fucking outfits, but in combat gear and all like blacked in Kevlar. And they're just holding like fucking rifles. And it's just fucking terrifying. Imagine you are just like some poor terrorist cell and you're just like living your life, maybe making some bombs, maybe sleeping in, whatever is the infidels. Yeah. And then just the fucking quick kicking down the door. It's just fucking boom. It's 8 feet tall, costumed creatures. Just fucking
Tinky Winky
instantly fucking
and the
Tinky
gang.
Tinky Winky hitting only headshots on you and all of your friends. And it's just, God, that'd be so awful and terrifying.
It would.
It was just a thought experiment. It could be another continuation of our action movie series.
That should be who he fights in like the third movie. It should be the Teletubby Death Squad.
Can we recast the main character, please?
No. Anyway, the other day, okay, so DJ, after a night out, this was Saturday morning, I got a text from DJ saying, hey, I'm just hanging out, because DJ was waiting for someone to let them into their dorm because they had DJ's keys, but that person was dead asleep after the last night, and then DJ didn't sleep at home. Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, DJ texted me at like 9 a.m., and luckily for DJ, I couldn't sleep, so I did not sleep that night. And I responded, and DJ was like, hey, I am like really close by Broussard. Do you just want to hang out for a bit because I can't do anything? I hang out with DJ. That was a lot of context for something I don't even need to give. Jesus Christ. I haven't taken my meds today. Anyway, we're walking along around campus, just chatting about, and Saturday morning, and a child who I could only assume was a Boy Scout walks by us, completely alone. And we're just like, that's just a lone Boy Scout on a college campus? We're like, and college campuses are very empty on Saturday mornings. So it's just like, where is he going?
How early was it?
It was like 9:30 in the morning.
Okay, your college campus is very empty.
Yeah. And then as we're walking, we're just chatting a little later, we see another child in a uniform, like a different from the last child in his.
When you say uniform, do you mean like a stormtrooper type?
Like a
thing?
Military. Like military uniform.
Oh,
okay?
they're JSOC kids, aren't they?
No, and then we're walking through.
JRTC.
We see two other children in dress blues running by us.
They're JRTC.
And we are going, what the hell? Why are there so many uniformed children on campus? We eventually get to the quad. There's this whole giant event.
There's an army of them.
Yeah, there is an army of tiny military children, all from different sectors of the military. It was a very funny sight. As I walk by later, two kids go, they look at me and they go, Sarge is mad, and then they run away. And I don't know why they said that, but Sarge is not happy, dude. Sarge is not happy.
Did you ever find out what it was?
No, I was gonna look into it, but I forgot to. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. It was some sort of military event. I don't know. We're in the South, dude.
Yeah, apparently it's a thing they do.
Okay. In more important news, Duo's alive! I couldn't have possibly predicted this, but he's back. It's a miracle. He faked his death, apparently. Anyway. You have any other topics you want to cover?
Yeah, I do, but you can't introduce a concept like this.
Oh my god, because the real reason the children were there would be so interesting and entertaining for our podcast to fill up the last few minutes of time. Ah.
I don't understand.
You don't understand what?
What is happening?
Why there were so many uniformed children?
Yeah.
They were having a gathering. They were congregating.
They don't make dress blues for that size person.
Oh yeah, no, that was pretty weird. Yeah.
You're saying it like they're fucking wearing green beret outfits, like they're gonna start doing jujitsu. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, the second one did have a beret.
But you're talking about Sarge, man. Kids shouldn't do that. It's not a thing that children should do. Okay. We're gonna have to. This will be something we come back to at a later date for sure.
Yep.
I tortured myself.
Yep.
This is gonna. We're at the end of the podcast. No one really listens here, anyways. It'll be fine. The other night, I forgot to take my Zoloft for a while, as I told you.
Yep.
When that happens, people like me, I'm a human, get emotional. Get very emotional.
Really.
Especially around 2 to 3 a.m.
But you don't have those.
This was why it was so weird. And so I started not blasting. I put on my audiophile, hear every element headphones, and I started listening to Chappell Roan's NPR Tiny Desk concert.
Okie dokie.
And I just started bawling for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong
Loser.
with me? What's happening?
Loser.
And then
Feeling
you know
emotions.
I started having fun with it. And I found a channel that I think you would really like. It's called Cinema Therapist.
Dude. Max finally understanding why I watch movies that make me feel sad.
Do you know what the channel is? Have you seen them?
I've definitely heard of it, but I can't think of what it is.
One of them's a filmmaker, one of them's a therapist, and they watch movies.
Oh, fun.
And I watch Best of Uncle Iroh. as broken down by a therapist.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I obliterate myself. And then I follow it up with best of Goodwill Hunting Robin Williams as therapist scenes.
Oh yeah. Well, also, wait, really quickly, I want to say I saw this post recently. It was like somebody saying my top 25 shows of all time, and it was a pretty solid. They had Daredevil in there for one thing, and and they put Better Call Saul above Breaking Bad, which means they're intelligent. Because it's a better show. Just there are a lot of Breaking Bad fans who find Better Call Saul too slow. Anyway. So you would probably hate Better Call Saul because you have no attention span. Anyway, but Better Call Saul was number 2. And I was like, well, they were smart enough to put Better Call Saul above Breaking Bad. What the hell could they think is better than Better Call Saul? There's no way. And then they put Avatar above Better Call Saul. And I was like, you know what? Base take. It's a pretty base take. I respect that take. Not my take personally, but I perfectly understand.
It's the only kids show that has 100% in Rotten Tomatoes or like 90 or something.
That's not true.
What is the other kid show?
On Rotten Tomatoes? Well, specifically made for kids.
I want to say that's not true?
This was more mature because Batman Caped Crusader had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know if it still does.
No. You said I was wrong.
Well, but it's an animated Batman show is what I'm saying. But that one was more mature. But they still don't do anything that's not PG in that show. But I don't think their target audience was children. So
140 essential animated TV shows.
But yeah. But I was thinking animated, not necessarily kids. But like, no, it's definitely up there, dude. It's definitely up there. It's definitely one of the only ones.
I think it's a very solid choice. Oh, Young Justice.
Oh, I bet
like
Bluey has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rick
I don't know
and
if
Morty is on this. Okay, no.
Well, it's animated. You just said animated.
Shut up.
But no.
Anyways, so yeah, I then torture myself with Robin Williams, and that, and then I torture myself with the first scene in Up.
Of course.
And I don't know if you've watched it in entirety.
Do you understand why Up in entirety?
No, the first scene recently. It's probably been a while. It is like fucking killer, dude.
It is. It's so good. It is.
Even if you break it down moment by moment, it's people argue it should be like Oscar worthy.
No,
that one scene.
Up is my favorite Pixar movie.
Better than WALL-E?
I like him personally. I said favorite, not best.
I think Up is more emotional. My personal favorite's WALL-E because I'm a sci-fi guy. But I don't know.
I just think Up is such an original plot. You know? It's like, how did they come up with that?
No, it's based on a true story. No, I'm not kidding.
A guy ballooned his house to the Amazon.
An older couple had a home. They had dreams of traveling. In the real story, I believe the husband died.
Yeah.
And all of these companies around her keep pressuring her to buy, and she never sells.
Yeah.
And even to this day,
but it's like,
she never sold.
Even so, to choose to make a kids movie about that, like the freaking scene
it was brutal.
The freaking scene where he's refusing to sell his house to the people building a city, and he has that confrontation with the guy who accidentally hits his mailbox. Like they wrote that in the script of a movie whose target audience is children.
Dude, they put up a script talking about infertility 3 minutes into a movie about children.
I know, dude. Like,
anyways,
I remember, I specifically remember when I watched that movie as a kid, and I went, wait, what's going on? What's the doctor telling them? She's saying they can't have babies. And I was like, what? I was like, what?
So sad. Anyways, on other news, do you know about Alice Roosevelt?
Like, related to Theo Roosevelt?
Theodore Roosevelt's daughter, eldest daughter? Either eldest or youngest, I don't remember. She was fucking crazy.
Really?
Yes, she did it. She made it her personal mission to be as much of like a fucking handful as possible. She would stand on the top of the White House and smoke cigarettes.
Oh my God.
And drink during Prohibition on the top of the White House.
Okay.
would flirt with every presidential leader or famous person she could.
Okay, now you're just slut shaming.
Well, 2 presidential dinners, she would bring her pet snake and let it out of her like purse.
What kind of snake?
I don't remember. I think some type of python. And she would just literally let it out of her bag and just and I just imagine like just go. She
Get him, buddy.
She famously would wear big hats around LBJ because she said that LBJ was a really creepy man and didn't like the way that he made her feel.
Well, that's fair.
She did all these really cool kind of super based things. I mean, she went after FDR because she just said like, "Oh man, you're Jackie in a suit," and she just did all these super based things. And then I learned that she said that she was very much pro isolationism policy, especially before World War II, and said we should not have gotten involved.
I see.
And she was opposed, I believe, to the 19th Amendment, which was the women voting one.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
I believe. And she just had weird policy choices. And it's like, man, she's based, but she's also just a fucking crazy person. And then Theodore Roosevelt once famously said, look, I can take care of the rest of the world, or I could take care of Alice. It was just
you know
really
what?
funny.
Yeah, he's got a whole country to take care of. Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Is it the decision I would make? I don't know. Maybe you should value your daughter more than a country. But
she had a lot of kids.
Oh yeah, it was that kind of time.
What is new Marty movie?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, Marty
Max
Scorsese.
reading my top
You said he's back.
duo.
Andor season 2.
Oh yeah, they finally released a trailer for Andor season 2. It's finally coming out. I just am excited about that. I don't know.
I can't watch the trailer. Spoilers or trailers.
I don't know. I didn't watch it either. I just know that it's out. So like, I put it on my topic channel, even though I have literally nothing to say about it. I'm just excited at the fact that it's finally.
Do they have
out.
a release date?
I think it's something like April.
Oh, dude, we could watch it together.
Yes. No, because I watched the first season, 12 episodes, by the way, in one sitting.
You do
That's
that
how
a
good it
lot,
was.
man.
No. But it's okay. Sometimes I set aside a specific amount of time to do that. But sometimes when something's really good, I do it without planning because I'm so engaged. It's just
Really
I start watching it and I realize, oh crap, I am not doing anything for the rest of the day.
Is that? Be honest with me. I won't be mad. Is that what happened to Sunday when we were supposed to film?
No. But I did do that a couple nights ago with the limited series All of Kitteridge, which was really, really good. But that was only 4 episodes, so it was just a 4-hour sitting.
Ah. You sound like a computer scientist when you say things like that. I'm going to be so honest with you. Only 4 hours. It's not bad. I just played some League.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Those 4 hours were from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. But.
Bruh.
Hey.
Okay.
The next night I went to bed at 10 a.m. I mean 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
So, Lord, dude, this was like, that is not a flex.
That's the beauty of pulling an all-nighter.
Well, you know what? This has been a reason to talk.
This has been a reason to talk.
I've been tired. I mean, Max, this has been Alci.
Yeah, I've been.
Thank you for listening.
That's been Max. Thank you very much for listening.
This has been a fun time.
Bye.
Love you, Micah. Good night.
Love you, Micah. Good night.
Tell him I said that.
Max said I hate you. Goodbye, everyone.
I did.
Goodbye. I'm ending it now. Goodbye.